Hey there, Cancerians. Welcome to the Happy Cancer Tarot channel. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get started. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Alright. We got father wounds showing up for you guys. So you may be dealing with some issues around, as an adult rather, you may be dealing with some issues around the divine masculine energy. And this may stem from father wounds. And what I'm getting here is that I feel like some of you, even whether you have a father in your life or not, I feel like you were not able to count on that energy to support you. So I feel like you spend a lot of time being in that masculine energy of always having to do. So I feel like you are like someone that's very independent. It's like overly independent because you didn't have that support. So you could always be in survival mode, but it feels like it stems from not having the support of a masculine, the support of, i.e. your father. You may even struggle with perfection. Like you may feel like you're someone that has to be perfect, or things have to be perfect for you. I feel like you're more attractive than you give yourself credit for, because maybe you didn't have, again, it goes back to that father wound. I don't feel like your father made you feel attractive or gave you your flowers. I feel like there was issues around the father supporting you, not just physically supporting you as it pertains to your journey, your goals, but I'm just talking about emotionally supporting you as well. Like, especially we're talking about a feminine. When it comes to the father, like I don't feel like this father is someone that told you how beautiful you are. And if you're a masculine, I don't feel like your father told you how proud they were of you. I don't feel like they were very vocal when it comes to their feelings for you. And for some of you, they were just, that role of that father energy was just absent. But yeah, I feel like some of you are just more attractive than you actually realize. Yeah, see, single. I feel like even when you've been with people, you've always may have felt single, like felt like you didn't have anyone that you could rely on or depend on. So I feel like some of you are definitely single right now. You're not attached to anyone and you're not looking for anyone. Not at this time. You may even be feeling lost, especially when it comes to relationships. Oh, so we got here not even just father wounds, but now this is probably why you're feeling lost. Because we started out with father wounds, but we're also now seeing mother wounds come in. And that's playing a big influence in your life and your behavior as an adult. And the challenges that you're experiencing. So you may be feeling lost because of that, the father and mother wound. And having to do everything on your own. Maybe some of you even saw your father and mother relationship, whether it was together or apart, and it makes you not want a relationship. But it feels like this is something that you're not really aware of, which is why loss is coming in. You may not be realizing that your relationship with your parents is affecting why you feel lost right now. And why you're choosing to be single. There's something around that relationship that I feel like is that needs to be like really looked into, that connection. Yeah, because even right here, passive is showing up when it comes to love. I feel like you're now in this passive state, but I feel like at one point you were not passive. I feel like you were getting into relationships where you were always doing, feeling like you had to prove yourself, being that chaser. That's what I feel like, chasing after love because of whatever you felt on the inside that wasn't good enough. Because remember, I feel like some of you felt like you had to be perfect. Like I'm feeling like a perfectionist type of energy. Yeah, we got here grief coming in. Some of you may be crying, or you will have a moment where you're going to break down and start crying because of this lost energy, feeling confused and not understanding where this is, because it just feels like a breakdown. And I feel like this grief is coming as a result, or not as a result, but I feel like this grief is coming to help you purge. Because maybe some of you don't cry, you hold a lot in, and I feel like you would be encouraged to actually cry, to actually grieve. Some of you could have lost a parent, and it is not even just in the physical sense, but there's distance with you and your parents. And I feel like that's where that grief, some of you are just going to cry when it comes to your parents, whether they're here or not, because you're feeling lost even when it comes to that connection. And I just feel like you're going to break down and cry, because I feel like, remember I said I feel like you weren't aware, but I feel like once you become aware of how your relationship with your parents are affecting you and your relationships with people, it's like having that moment of clarity, and it's going to bring tears to your eyes. Yeah, see, even right here, look at, there's like you get with people, I feel like you get with people that are like 3D. And I feel like you're more 5D. So I feel like you are attracting people that are attracted to your light, but I feel like you get with superficial people, or definitely you're attracted to people that are opposite of you. But it's coming from that relationship, like I said, with the mother and father wound. You get with people that you're actually better than. And you don't realize it though. Like, because I feel like someone didn't tell you how amazing you are. Like, I don't feel like you had that growing up, because maybe other people relied on you emotionally. So I feel like for some reason you are attracted to people that are like the opposite of you, whether you're attracted to them or not. They come into your life. Broken, toxic, materialistic, superficial people, and you try to connect with them. You're a spiritual person connecting with 3D people. We got here, speak is coming in. So I feel like you don't speak up. We got here, shame. I feel like you don't speak up. And what I mean by that is that I feel like you have a lot to say. I feel like you have a lot, because this is like a microphone. I feel like you have a lot to say that would be helpful and beneficial, but I feel like you don't speak up about it. There's also this humble side of you that's coming in. So it's like you don't want to speak up because you don't want to shame people, or you don't want to make people feel bad. You have a beautiful heart, is what I'm hearing. I feel like you have a beautiful heart, and I feel like you don't want to speak up and hurt people's feelings and make them feel bad. But there's, because you know what I'm getting here? People misjudge you. And I feel like they misjudge you because of how you make them feel. Because they see you as being someone superior than them. And remember I told you about how you're a spiritual person and you get into relationships or connect with people that's opposite of you. Like, you see, and I feel like people look at you and think that your attitude is that of someone that's superior, but it feels like they're projecting. I really feel like you actually don't say anything because you don't want to shame people. That's why I feel like you need to speak up, but you don't do so. And I feel like people, they're going to judge you anyway, because they're actually seeing you as someone that's superior than them, and you are. And this is not saying it in a bad or good way. I'm not labeling it that way. They may label it that way, because the thing about it is you are supposed to be that way, and it's because of what you have to offer them to make them better. They just don't want to see it. These are just people that are unevolved and not willing to do the work. So they look at you as smug. They look at you in a smug, arrogant way. But they're saying you're that way, but they're projecting it. You have a lot to say that will actually help these people, but they don't want the help. They rather judge you for it. See? Cynical. They become cynical of you. But I really feel like they will say that about you. I'm getting here like heavy projection. Like, I feel like people say things about you that's actually true of them. So I feel like you just shut down and you just don't say anything. Even though what you say would be beneficial, you just refuse to say anything now. And I feel like people are going to be begging. Because you give me like this energy of like, you try to warn people and tell them beforehand to try to help them. And when it happens, you always end up being right. And then they have to come back to you. Okay? And they get mad. They get mad because you are the truth. You tell them the truth. But then they blame you for telling them the truth when what you tell them actually comes to fruition. And then they get mad at you. So now you're like, I'm not going to say anything. But Spirit is saying you do need to keep speaking up. Because someone will appreciate the harmony and the transformation and the change that you will bring into their life. You're just speaking to the wrong people, right? Just speaking to the wrong people. Yeah, see? And then you feel ostracized. They make you the problem, and they become unkind to you. So I feel like you're stepping into a place where being by yourself is actually peaceful. It's actually bringing balance and harmony into your life. So it's okay that these people are unkind and don't want to hear what you have to say, because it's actually making your life better. You're transforming on your own in a good way, because there's something that you have to say, maybe not to that group, but there is a group that's going to want to hear what you have to say. And I feel like you're not really lost. It feels like you're lost, but it's a path that you have to take. Because when you're lost, you seek out answers, you seek clarity. So being lost is actually going to bring clarity to your life, to bring in that harmony. You're going to get some understanding. And remember, we saw that with the tears and the grief. It's not just going to be as it pertains to your mother and father, but there's some sort of breakthrough that's going to come in. And I feel like it's going to come after that release of tears. Yeah, and see, it's going to see, that's what I'm saying. This is landing on lost, confident. You're going to become more confident. And I feel like there's something here with this root chakra. I feel like there's, especially with this suit jacket on, I feel like there's a position. There's something around your money changing, something around you getting a position, a job, some sort of financial blessing. That's going to really boost you up. That's going to really start to make you feel more confident and more powerful. And that's why these people are going to be mad. Because it feels like your life is like a book. Because I feel like you do the opposite of what most people do. Right? You stand out. Your life is going to be a blueprint, a map. And it's like these people are going to be mad because they see that your choices and your ways were right. And so when you were trying to tell them to help them, they didn't want to listen to you. But then when they see you winning, this is when they're going to get mad. When they see you winning, when they see that you were actually right. That's what's going to make them mad. Because something in your life is going to shift in your root chakra. You're going to feel more stable. You're going to have more financial abundance. You're going to be in your purpose. And I feel like you are someone that operates with integrity. We got integrity coming in. But I also feel like some of you may be around other people that don't. I'm also seeing for some of you, I'm saying this in a polite way, but I'm getting here a mother that lies. Some of you have a mother that's lying or gaslights. So take that for whoever you are. It's not going to be everyone, but I feel like someone has a mother that is like dishonest, deceptive. We got the present coming in for you. You got wisdom coming in. So that's why I say you're not really lost. There's something about what you're going through that you're going to gain some sort of insight, some sort of wisdom, and some sort of clarity. See, look at here, not speaking, unheard. So I feel like you're going to shut up talking, right? You're going to go silent. You're not going to be talking. You're going to, you know why? Because you're going to become confident in whatever it is that you're doing in that root chakra energy. Your work, your career, your life, your money. You're going to become confident in that area, and people are not going to be hearing from you. And I feel like in the midst of people not hearing from you and you only focusing on the present, you're going to gain wisdom because you're healing from, remember we saw the grief, you're healing your mother, father wounds. And as you're healing, your life starts to change. You start to become more confident. You're more in the present, not focusing or dwelling on the past, which you can't change, and not dwelling on the future, which you have no control over. You're going to be focusing on the present, and it's going to bring some sort of wisdom into your life that's going to help you in your root chakra. We got here restricted. Okay, so you're going to feel a little bit restricted when it comes to your love life. I also feel like there's a person that wants to speak to you, but because you're not talking to anyone, again, because you're in this energy of where you're trying to have harmony and peace, so you're not being very social. And that's actually good for you because you're trying to cut out that noise so that you can focus. But there's someone that wants to talk to you, but they can't. They feel powerless. I feel like whoever this person is that wants to talk to you, Cancer, I feel like you have some sort of unrealistic. I feel like there's something unrealistic about this situation here for you. And I feel like it has to do with spirituality. And you need clarity on it. Okay, so what do we mean by this? So, yeah, I feel like here, I feel like you're holding someone hostage to unrealistic expectations, okay, in your love life. There's something around your love life that feels unrealistic spiritually, and you holding someone to these unrealistic expectations. I feel like whoever this person is, I feel like now take it how you want to. I'm not telling you to be with anyone, but I'm telling you this person's energy. I feel like this person has been doing a lot of healing work on their own. I feel like this person has been meditating. I feel like they've been trying to connect with Source or God. And I feel like their faith has grown. But for you, I feel as though, again, there's something about them that in your mind, there's a part of you that doesn't understand. And it feels like it has to do with something spiritually. I can't put my finger on it. And I feel like that's you. I feel like you can't put your finger on it. Tell me about unrealistic for Cancer. Because there's something about the connection, something about the person. And again, I feel like you hold them to some sort of unrealistic expectation. Or maybe just your love life. Because maybe you have, because even right here, the blueprint, that's what it is. You have some sort of plan. That's what it is. And we talked about your life being a blueprint. You have, and I feel like when it comes to your love life, that's where all the question marks comes. All the confusion is coming in. Because you have a particular plan. That's why I'm saying focus on the present. Stop looking at the past or the future, the present. There's something about this person that's shifting presently. And I feel like they need to be looked at in the present and not in the past. They need to be looked at with new eyes. And I feel like because they're not meeting because it's saying unrealistic, your unrealistic plan of how you think this should go is causing you confusion. Yes, it's causing you, because maybe some of you are thinking, because I feel like this person, there's something here about them being spiritual, but also unstable. And I feel like that's where the confusion comes in. That's where the confusion comes in. Because how can they be spiritual, but also be unstable? See, they're getting grounded. Whoever this person is, they're getting grounded. They feel lonely. See, time, patience is needed. Because I feel like this person needs to be by themselves. And I feel like they need to be by themselves in order to gain some wisdom and to become stable, to become grounded. So I feel like you could have met them at a time where they were not unstable, but in the midst of separation, timing, Spirit is working on this person. Yeah, this is making me feel like Spirit is working on them, sending them healing, sending them loving, light energy to help them get grounded, to help them deal with their shadows. And I feel like it's not matching your plan. It's not matching your idea around what love should be. But remember, we talked about how you have issues when it comes to father-mother wounds that are being healed. So your views could be distorted. But as you heal, you're going to start seeing things differently. And look, see, should I take a chance? Should I take a chance? Because you're going to see in the present a different person. But the past is also going to play a part in how you're viewing this person as well. All right, so let's see what this person wants to say to you, and then I'll see what's going to happen and wrap it up from there. What does this person want to say to Cancers? Oh, and I'm going to see what's coming your way next. What does this person want to say? What's their energy towards Cancers? You are so special. You are truly divine. See, that's what I'm saying. You are a walking angel. You are a walking angel. It says you are truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. You are truly a divine, special person, more than you know. Because look, no one compares. Remember, I started out with that perfectionist energy here. I don't feel like you grew up being told how amazing you are, but you are amazing. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are special. And that's not even something to say, you know, to like hype your head up or anything about it. But it just is what it is. You were meant to be unique. You were meant to be separate from people. And that may not have felt good to you. It may have felt challenging to you as well. Because you're a spiritual being having a human experience. And that made you feel different. And I will go so far as to say, you're not just a spiritual being, but you're an angel. You're an ascended master having a physical human experience. So that's why you struggled so much. And it says here, no one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experienced, see, even they see it. No matter how many people I've met and experienced, there is no one that compares to you. There is no one that compares to you. And I feel like you don't even realize that. I feel like this is someone that was bound by other people's experience. They were bound by their culture, their families, and their beliefs. They've been working towards breaking free from it. Just like you were working towards breaking free from your wounds. See, will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? They have a wow side. I feel like this person has a wow side to them, and they want to explain their life, their lifestyle to you, that they have healed from or that they're healing from. They have a side, and I feel like they want to tell you about that side, but will you listen? And I feel like when they tell you, it's going to stress you out because they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you about who they really are. They're going to be vulnerable with you. At least they want to. And I feel like when they do, I feel like it's going to stress you out because the past them is what you're going to see, but you're being encouraged to look at the present them. They had to go through their journey and they had to work through healing. There's something about your expectations, your blueprint around love that's going to hold you back, that's restricting you. All right, so let's see what is coming your way next. What is coming, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, White? Because even right here, chance. That's going to be up to you. Should you take a chance? What's coming your way next? Couldn't get things going. Failure to launch is coming your way next. Someone is coming in, and whoever this person or whatever, whether it's a person, place, or thing, this is something that could not launch. Yeah, because even right here we got random person or situation. So it's a person, place, or thing that's coming your way. But I feel like initially things could not get off the ground because this is showing fair to launch, but something is launching. So I feel like there was something that failed to launch that's about to take off for you. That's what's coming your way. And it's centered around a person, place, or thing. And we got here some sort of drama. Making issues public. There's a person here. Again, yeah, there's a person that's coming to make something public. I feel like they're going to contact you. Because she looks like here she's looking at the phone. Yeah, you're going to see something. Yeah, you're going to see something around some sort of drama. Public. It's going to be in the public. And I feel like someone is going to contact you as well. Like maybe saying, did you see this? Like someone is going, I feel like either one of two ways. You're going to either see it on social media. Like you're going to see something on social media that's going to be made public. Or you're going to be out in the public and witness some sort of drama. Or for others, someone may contact you telling you about some sort of drama. Like saying, hey, check this out. Did you see this? So that's what's coming your way. Anything else? And again, here comes this random person or situation. Tell me about this random person or situation. Because it says something random. We got here relocated, quit job. Okay, so this is you. This is you randomly. Like it just feels like up. Like you're going to randomly relocate. Some of you are going to randomly, because it's going to happen out of nowhere. There's something random that's going to happen for you out of nowhere. And it could be quitting your job and or relocating. And if that's not you, it's someone around you. Okay, if it's not you, it's going to be someone around you that's going to be doing that. And that's where that shocking information, like, did you see this? Someone just randomly, you know, up and quit their job. Or that could be you being talked about as you're doing that. All right. Let me close out with a message from Spirit for you guys. What's the advice for the viewer? Yeah, teaching and learning. You're meant to help each other expand and grow. You and this, you and someone, or just in general, you're meant to expand and grow. You're learning and you're teaching. Second chances. Someone wants the opportunity to prove themselves. And look, voice your opinion. I told you guys. Voice your opinion. You bring greater insight than you realize. When shared with compassion, your ideas may be well received. Remember we talked about speaking up? When shared with compassion, your ideas can be well received. I feel like some of you do that though. Because remember, I feel like some of you, I said, some of you have a beautiful heart and you do that because you're intuitive and you can tap into that energy of having compassion for people. Look, don't gaslight yourself either. The reality of what is going on is real, not imagined. Trust your intuition in this situation. Because remember I told you, I feel like you do share yourself in a compassionate, loving way. Don't gaslight yourself. It doesn't even matter. Because I feel like Spirit is saying you do that. But don't gaslight yourself, because no matter how you share it, there are going to be some people that just don't want to receive your message. And it's because you're right. It's because you are right when you be telling them what you tell them. They're just not ready to receive it. So don't gaslight yourself and thinking, well, am I doing it in a harsh way? No. Especially for those of you that may distance yourself from people, because we got here self-respect. It says we must first honor ourselves. I feel like when you tell people stuff and they don't receive it and they make you the enemy, I feel like you have enough respect to distance yourself and go within. And that's why you stop talking or you're not speaking up, because it's like, I told you, you don't want to listen. So, all right, I'm not going to stick around and allow you to judge or gaslight me. All right. Bye, guys.